Guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have x squared plus x squared is equal to x to the power of 4. Now what I'm first going to do is I'm going to subtract x to the power of 4 on both sides. So now we have x squared plus x squared is equal to, minus x to the power of 4 is equal to 0. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out the greatest common factor of all these terms, which is actually x squared. So now we have x squared times x squared divided by x squared is 1 plus x squared divided by x squared is 1 minus x to the power of 4 divided by x squared. Well, if we have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So x to the power of 4 over x to the power of 2, that's x to the power of 4 minus 2, and 4 minus 2 is 2, so this would be x squared. And this is equal to 0. Now 1 plus 1 is 2, so now we have x squared times 2 minus x squared equal to 0. And now this gives us two equations. Our first equation is x squared is equal to 0, and our second equation is 2 minus x squared is equal to 0. Now for x squared equals 0, well, this is simple. The only number that's squared is that equals 0 is simply just 0. So for this, we have x is equal to 0. That is one solution. Now for a second equation, I'm going to add x squared on both sides. So now we get 2 is equal to x squared. And now if I take the square root on both sides, I get plus or minus the square root of 2 is equal to x. So these are two more solutions to this equation. Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have x times 256 to the power of x equals 1. Now what we're first going to do is we're going to get rid of this x on this side and move it to the other side. So how we're going to do that is we're going to divide both sides by x. So on the left side, these two would cancel out, so we would just have 256 to the power of x, and on the right side here, we have 1 over x. Now what we're going to do is we're going to power both sides to the 1 over x. So we're going to do 1 over x to the power of 1 over x, and 256 to the power of x to the power of 1 over x. Now remember, if you have a to the power of b to the power of c, this is the same thing as a to the power of b times c. So right here we have 256 to the power of x to the power of 1 over x, right? Well, this would be the same thing as 256 to the power of x times 1 over x. Now, x times 1 over x, this is equal to x over x, which is equal to 1. So this is equal to 256 to the power of 1, which is the same thing as just simply 256. So we have 256 equals 1 over x to the power of 1 over x. Now what we want to do is we want to convert this equation so that it's in the form a to the power of a equals b to the power of b. So we already have b to the power of b over here because 1 over x to the power of 1 over x, they're both the same. Now we want to convert 256 so that it's in the form a to the power of a. Well, 256, this is equal to 16 squared, right? Now 16, this is equal to 4 squared. So we have 4 squared to the power of 2. Now remember this property, if we have a to the power of b to the power of c, this is equal to a to the power of b times c. Well, 4 to the power of 2 to the power of 2, this would equal 4 to the power of 2 times 2. And 2 times 2 is 4, so this would be 4 to the power of 4. And as you can see, now this is in the form a to the power of a. So we're going to replace 256 with 4 to the power of 4. And this is still equal to 1 over x to the power of 1 over x. Now all we have to do is set a equal to b. So 4 is equal to 1 over x, because if a to the power of a equals b to the power of b, then a is obviously equal to b. Now if we multiply 4 with x, we get 4x equals 1, and if we divide both sides by 4, these two would cancel out, and we would get x equals 1 over 4. And this is our answer.